Here are some important questions and answers that may be helpful during a F1 visa interview. There are 5 categories most US F1 visa interview questions will be based on: study plans, university choice, academic capability, financial status, post-graduation plans. Why do you want to study in the US? You should have a clear and specific reason for wanting to study in the US. You could mention things like the quality of education, research opportunities, or the chance to study with specific professors or at specific universities. Why did you choose your specific school and program? Again, it's important to have a clear and specific reason for your choice. Mention things like the reputation of the school, the program's accreditation and rankings, and any unique features or opportunities the school or program offers. How do you plan to finance your studies? You should be prepared to discuss your financial resources and how you will pay for your studies. This may include information about scholarships, loans, or personal or family savings. What do you plan to do after you complete your studies? It's a good idea to have a general plan for what you will do after you complete your studies. You could mention things like returning to your home country, seeking employment in the US or elsewhere, or continuing your education. Do you have any ties to your home country that will ensure your return after completing your studies? It's important to demonstrate to the consular officer that you have strong ties to your home country and plan to return after completing your studies. Examples of ties could include a job offer, family obligations, or property ownership. Remember, it's important to be honest and sincere during your interview, and to be prepared to provide detailed and specific answers to the questions you are asked. Q. Have you been to the United States before? If you have been to the US, tell the visa officer the reasons behind your previous trips, such as a vacation, to attend a training program, or for medical reasons. If you have not been to the US before, simply say that you have not yet had an opportunity to travel or study there. Q. What are your test scores? Tip. Share the scores you obtained for each test you took, including English language tests like Test of English as a Foreign Language, TOEFL, and International English Language Testing System Exam, IELTS, as well as any standardized tests you have taken, for example, GRE, GMAT, and ACT and SAT. Who is sponsoring you? If you have obtained a scholarship to study in the US, share this with the interviewer and include all relevant details. If your parents are your sponsors, make sure to mention their names. If someone else is sponsoring you, mention their name and your relationship. For example, my uncle, James Lee, is paying for my education. Q. What is the profession of your sponsor? The visa officer is expected to understand your sponsor's finances and if they are truly capable of funding your higher education in the US. Before you attend the interview, make sure to have a good idea about your sponsor's profession and income sources. When asked, clearly outline the nature of their work and their commitment to paying for your education. Q. Do you plan on working while you are studying in the US? As a student on a F1 student visa, you will be able to work part-time on campus for a maximum of 20 hours per week while your academic term is in session, and work full-time during academic breaks. You could tell your interviewer that you wish to focus on your studies and work on campus if you get an opportunity to do so. Q. Do you have family, relatives, or friends in the US? Make sure to give an honest answer. If you have any immediate family member or a relative who lives in the US, tell the interviewer about them. If you have friends living in the US, you can mention them, too. Please subscribe our channel for a broad guidance. USARAO. Drop your number in comment section for visa mock interviews. Subscribe.